happening? This is Uncle Jay here. I can be talking to you about anything in the world, but today I'm going to be giving a recap of the UFC event that was headlined by Antonio Bigfoot Silva and Travis Browne, and then I'm going to give my prediction on UFC 153 fight, which involves Anderson Silva versus Stephen Bonner, the American Psycho. Now let's start with Travis Browne versus Bigfoot Antonio Silva. Is it Antonio Bigfoot Silva? Wherever. Anyway, in my prediction, I said I felt Travis Browne will knock out Antonio Silva. And I had good reason for saying that, because Travis Browne has knockout power in both hands, very slick, he moves like a lightweight, has good offensive wrestling, and he has enough submissions to get him through an MMA fight. Bigfoot Silva's stand-up isn't as good as his. Yes, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and his wrestling is okay. I didn't think, first of all, I didn't think his wrestling was enough to even get Travis Browne on the floor for his grappling to be any kind of threat. So I just thought this was going to come down to the stand-up, and I think Travis Browne's stand-up is way ahead of Bigfoot's. So I saw this going out, Travis Browne is going to come out, do his thing, knock him out, nothing long, easy. Well, as we know, life doesn't always go according to how we see it. What actually happened is Travis Browne threw, I think, an overhead punch and somehow hurt his knee. And so he ended up fighting Bigfoot Silva on one foot. And as much as Bigfoot Silva is behind him in the stand-up, Bigfoot Silva can't beat Travis Browne if he has only one leg, which is what happened. So what actually happened is Antonio Bigfoot Silva ended up knocking Travis Browne out in the first round. Now, what does this mean for Antonio Bigfoot Silva? For me, nothing really, because it doesn't really add much stock to him, because he basically beat Travis Browne on one foot. Antonio knows he was lucky. Travis Browne knows he was lucky. Anyone watching the fight knows he was lucky. But it's one of those things, he's got to win. Travis Browne, it's okay. I don't think this puts him back too far back. Just sort out your knee, come back, knock out one or two guys, and you're back in contention, really. And that's how I see it. It's one of those things. Yeah. Okay, now my prediction for UFC 153, which involves Anderson Silva versus Stephen the American Psycho Bonner. Okay, let's look at Anderson Silva. Stand up, off the charts, grappling, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and his Jiu-Jitsu translates well into MMA because he's able to take out wrestlers like Chael Sonnen and Dan Henderson. On top of that, he's been working a lot on his defense. In fact, his defensive wrestling has always been good. It's just that Chael Sonnen is really good at taking people down. So that's why he was able to take down Anderson Silva as much as he could in that first fight. And plus, Anderson Silva was injured. But you say Dan Henderson took him down. Yeah, he took him down, but he got submitted. He's not the kind of person that will take you down, but he does have good wrestling defense. If you're going to take him down, you're going to have to be Olympic level or like a really high level wrestler. I'm saying submission skills, yeah, we've already mentioned that. Stephen Bonner, black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, black belt in Taekwondo, striking is alright. Now, Stephen Bonner's striking isn't dynamic, but one thing about him is that he's really, really powerful, and he's never been knocked out and he's never been submitted, so he's not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So his stand-up isn't going to be like, he's not going to be like, Lyoto Machida or Anderson Silva or anything like that, but he's not going anywhere, and when he hits hard. And I think the fact that he's not been submitted, I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, and the guys that haven't been able to survive, a lot of them have got submitted by him. So a lot of people look at Stephen Bonner and think Anderson Silva is gonna beat this guy up pretty easily, but this is a really, really, really dangerous fight for Anderson Silva. I'll be training hard. I'm being slightly concerned because Stephen Bonner has nothing to lose because everyone expects him to lose. Yet he has all this ability in the grappling and striking area, and he's a big, strong guy. I think Anderson Silva is going to knock him out in the third round, though. Having said that, no, I changed my mind. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to end up submitting him. Either Anderson Silva is going to submit him, or is going to beat him by decision. I don't see Stephen Bonner winning this, but like, you know, anything could happen. It's one of those things that anything could happen. But this is going to be a hard fight for Anderson Silva, and I think if Anderson Silva makes the mistake of taking Stephen Bonner lightly, he could find himself in serious trouble. But I don't think Anderson Silva will, and I think he will either submit Stephen Bonner or he will beat him via decision. As usual, every week I like to leave a scripture. The scripture I'm going to leave this week is about Proverbs 21 verse 8. And it's just encouraging us to have pure motives in anything we do. So anything you do, just have the purest of motives. And you can only really have the purest of motives if God is in your life and if you give your life to Christ. And for one of those, and for us that are already Christians, I mean, that scripture is just about us making sure that we walk in love. And anything we do is rooted in the love of God. Okay, that's it. Leave your comments, subscribe. If you like the scripture that I left, feel free to check out my weekly Christian show called Bible Study with Uncle Jay. There's a link below that will take you to the playlist of all the episodes we've done so far. We've done 52. The show is 1 year old. Yay! So yeah, I shall speak to you after UFC 153. Take care. Bye!
Yeah. Lord, right now I'm embarrassed, cause I've turned to so many other alternatives. Lord, right now I can't manage. Right now I feel damaged, cause the world has deserted me, but I have deserted you. So who do I turn to? I'm lost, I'm speaking honestly. Right now I offer humble apologies. Yeah, I've gone through baptism, but take for granted the fact that you've risen. I'm in prison with visions of sinning. I heard they take blood for bail, so please use yours cause I know it's real. I feel not worthy and close to hell. I've picked the last straw, I can't be bold. So Lord, come and take control.
I need you. No one else compares to you. No one else compares to you. I need you. I'm lost without you. I'm searching. Lord, I need you by my side. Lord, I need you as my God. I need you. I'm lost without you.
I know you justify and redeem, but sanctified is too hard to be. Holy is such a hard thing to be. This ain't the first time I've been down on my knees. I've been seeking you for ages now, and it feels like in 10 years time I'd probably be at the same stage as now. Lord, I want changes now. I wanna pray like she does. I wanna get filled like he does. But why don't